Shoulder injuries in gymnastics. We see a ton of shoulder injuries. Men's gymnastics and women's gymnastics alike, we have obviously a ton of different events, a ton of different skills are happening, and there are different demands placed on the shoulders in all of those events, right? If we think about bars, we're swinging around the bar, significant load placed on the shoulders while also having to maintain that mobility. Moving around to vault, floor, whatever it may be, lots of blocking comes from the shoulders, right? End range of motion is here, we're blocking from that position, right? A couple of things we can do to increase shoulder strength, mobility, things like that. A lot of times in gymnastics, we focus a lot on our lower body strength and leave out the shoulders. If we are really training into those positions, strengthening that upper body, we can prevent some of those injuries. Along those lines, we need to make sure that we're really training into those specific ranges of motion that are most common in gymnastics. For example, shoulder flexion. Okay, that's this position where we get up into arm above our head, overhead position. Of course, you're going to see it all the time in gymnastics, but we see a lot of the time gymnasts are unable to get into this end range of motion without also dumping into this low back extension, right? So training at this end range of motion, stable core here, but really focusing on that shoulder flexion. Same thing, getting into internal rotation of the shoulders. Another huge range of motion that's required for a lot of different skills in gymnastics. We need to be training that and getting strong in that position. The last thing is we need to be strengthening, prehabbing, whatever you call it, the rotator cuff specifically. Not just when it's injured, not just when it's hurting, but all the time. Okay, we have to maintain that strength, maintain that mobility so that when we're off, it's the season, it's time to show off, we're not falling back because we have those injuries that we could have prevented by really targeting the strength in that rotator cuff.